is Jason. I am a channeler and I'm here for a daily dose of hope, day 292. And you may ask yourself, what is a daily dose of hope? And it is just that, just something to keep you in that middle path as the world around you seems to be going crazy. So the way that, the best way to describe it is the yin and yang symbol has both polarities, but in the middle, there's that middle line that you can walk down, and you can be in between both polarities, so you're not one or the other, but you are aware of them. You're not blinding yourself from them. It's not an ignorance of them, but it's an understanding that they're there, that they're playing out. But you've got your story, and your story's in the middle path, and your story is the story of love, the story of neutrality, and the story of just understanding that all these things are just playing out. But you don't have to go into judgment, because once you go into judgment, you find yourself in those polarities, and then you're just lost because you're just being controlled by your emotions. Hey, Michael. Hey, welcome, welcome. So what I wanted to talk about today was just something simple. Excuse me. First of all, nice to meet you and nice to see you again. But what I wanted to talk about is, so these daily doses of hope. So I've been transcribing them and I'm making them into books. They're going to be like small booklets. And I'm almost finished with the first booklet. But what's interesting though is as I go through all of the different days of hope throughout this year, I started around February. And as I go back, I'm reading through and I'm talking about, for example, things that were happening in England. There were these people were protesting in England, and I'm looking back and I'm thinking, I don't even remember that. Oh, what was that all about? But at the time, it was this big thing. And I remember back then there was this balloon that was floating over, and that was a big thing, and everyone was worried about it. And so what I kind of realized is that all of these little things that we're worried about, we'll forget about in about a week or two or a few months. And so there's really no reason to worry about these things, because you look back and you think, well, I was even thinking about that. Why was I even thinking of it? It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters if you want it to matter, but it doesn't matter if you don't want it to matter. And that's the whole idea. It's just like all these things are happening, but next year you're going to look back and say, wait, did that really happen? I don't know. I'm not sure. But well, anyway, I'm fine. I'm still walking that middle path. So, Michael, you're moving house later today. Congratulations. I hope everything goes really well for you. I hope it goes great. Congratulations. That's great. It's a big thing. Moving is big. Yeah, there's so much involved, but yeah, but don't worry, right? The universe got your back. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to, it was just talking about that, about all these things that seem to be so big and that, everyone's talking about and worrying about, but then, just like in about a month, we'll be talking about something else, and it'll eclipse what we're talking about now, and then something else will eclipse that, and then, so that's just seems to be the nature of everything that's going on. And so if you go into fear about everything that happens, I mean, it's just going to be a rough ride. It's just, but if you just kind of say, oh, I'm just walking my middle path, I'm doing my thing, whatever it is, I'm writing my music, I'm planting my garden, I'm just doing my thing. I'm understanding all these things are happening. I'm not ignoring them, but I'm not investing emotions in them. We've got our own lives to live, our own path, and we want to live in peace. And we can do that, even though it seems as though sometimes the world is falling apart around us. We're not falling apart. And that was that quote. I think it was either Esmeralda or Yeshua. Your belief system might completely fall apart, but you will never fall apart because you're made of love and you can't fall apart. So I just love that one. And my other favorite quote from Esmeralda is, enjoy these last vestiges of the third dimension. Michael, you say, my mantis family are helping everything run smoothly. That's great. That's great. TTT Tracy says, how fast the news cycle is whizzing by. Yeah, exactly. Just things, oh, that happened? I don't even remember that, I still look back sometimes at those 3 years of craziness where, like, people were being promised like a hamburger and a beer for the medicine. It's just like, what's going on? This, I forget what state it was or what city it was. It's just, like when you read about this stuff in the history books, if they're, I don't know if they're going to be books, but whatever it is that we'll look back in history and say, oh my goodness, I can't believe that really, did that really? No, come on. So, yeah. TT Tracy say that's my favorite too, The Last Vestiges. Yeah. Yeah, so, right, enjoy it. Enjoy it while it's here, right? So, yeah, so I guess I'm going to go into a channeling. I don't have any specific question to ask about anything, so I'm just going to go, a general, because I guess when we go into the specifics anyway, it won't matter in a week from now, but the general never changes. So let's ask about the general idea. Any messages for today, January 17th, 2025, here in Japan at around 10 o'clock. Oh, it's 10. I gotta eat dinner. What am I doing? Yeah. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So it's heady times, right, in the States as well. 3 more days until the changing of the guard, the official changing of the guard, and that should be pretty interesting. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I'm just going to ask if they have any advice for all of us who are trying to walk that middle path. Greetings, we are that one that you know of as Mary Magdalene, and we're very happy to be with you at this moment, in these beautiful moments, every moment strung together with such beauty. When you look at each moment that you live in, when you exist in each moment, moment to moment, accepting and understanding how beautiful each moment is and moving gracefully between them, you string together the beautiful pearls of time and you create the most beautiful necklace and the most beautiful experience imaginable. When you start to stray from each moment and you jump into the future, you jump into the past, it's harder and harder to string these pearls together, and there is some time that starts to become missing, and then you have to make up for the lost time that spent worrying or spent regretting. But when you spend each time just understanding that this is where you are where you are. You are under the sky, you are on the ground, you are close to a river, far away from a river. You are watching the clouds, you are sitting in your room, wherever it is that you are. That is the pearl that you are existing in at this moment, this pearl of absolute and utter beauty. Why is it so beautiful? Because you are there, you are existing there. You and your amazing ability to create are existing there. Your ability to create is not creating worry in the future. It is not creating regret in the past. It is just enjoying this pearl of time, this bubble of time that you'll pass through and pass through the next bubble of time. There are so many different ways to spend your time, and that is all up to you. However you want to spend your time, it is up to you, and that is up to you, and that is beautiful. It is all beautiful. It is all experience. But we would say that if you would like to spend your time in peace, then we would suggest stringing together these pearls of time and existing in each pearl as it comes in a state of gratitude and understanding that everything is moving in the most perfect way imaginable, with utmost gratitude and understanding that the universe is always behind you, the universe is always helping you, and always will give you what you need. Yeah, all right, good. TT Tracy say, we are watching history. I feel like a scribe taking it all in. Me too. I was, I haven't done it as much, but during the 3 years of craziness, I was just like taking screenshots and downloading websites and pictures and stuff like that, because it's just like, everyone's going to forget that this happened. And but it just it was too much. It was like a full-time job. So I figured, you know what? This isn't my job. But yeah, I as well. I feel like a scribe, as well. Just that because people will ask about this time, and you'll say, you know, what was that? What was happening? What wasn't happening? Just so much happening all at once. So, Anyway, I hope you guys are hopeful. Thanks, Michael and TT Tracy, for joining in. Enjoy these last vestiges of the third dimension. And Michael, I hope you enjoy your moving. I'm sure everything is going to go perfectly. And yeah, just wish you lots of love and lots of blessings for your new place that you're going to move into. And TT Tracy as well. I hope everything is going well. And you say, I refuse my free Krispy Kreme donut and the free meds. You missed the free donut. So, yeah, there is no such thing as a free donut. Anyway, I'm sorry. But I hope you guys are hopeful and go beach. So, ciao for now.